What's up, y'all? Man out.
I remember when I wait for those truck headlights to start flashing on and off at the end of my drive. I'd grab a couple cans of Dad's Coors Light and disappear out into the July night. Wish I could go back in time and relive what it felt like to be 18 and free, living the dream, riding the breeze. Windows roll down, music up loud, howling at the moon, trying to play it cool.
Our shows are very entertaining. I mean, that's, as much as a singer, I think I'm more of a performer and an entertainer. I just like to get the crowd involved. I like to get the crowd up and into the performance. One of the worst things for me is doing a show and having the crowd not be into it. So my goal is to get you into the performance and get you into the music, and that's pretty much what we do. So artists and bands that have inspired me over the years have been growing up with my dad was a lot of the southern rock, classic rock, and blues artists were my influences growing up, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, ZZ Top, Bad Company, Tom Petty. Those kind of people were the people that I was raised on. So growing up, I played basketball and baseball. I played soccer when I was younger, but I quit sports after my sophomore year of high school because I started to really get serious into music when I was 14 and started to be in bands and write music and everything else. And music just took the headway to everything.
I've always been a tough guy. That tattooed soul ain't get up and go faster than the wind. And I never wanted a good girl with the taste of forever on her lips. Got a bad feeling about this.
I had an uncle that was actually in prison in Texas. He was supposed to be my dad's brother was supposed to be in prison his whole entire life for robbing banks and breaking out of prison and robbing banks. And he changed in prison. He found God and he started to do good things in prison, and he ended up getting out of jail. And I didn't even know this uncle existed, and he came and lived with us because that was part of his parole, or part of him being able to get out of prison was to be able to live with someone in family's home. And he came home the summer that I was 9 years old, and he brought home a Stevie Ray Vaughan cassette tape. And I heard that cassette tape, and I heard the guitar playing, and immediately I told my dad that I wanted a guitar for Christmas, and they got me a guitar for that Christmas, and I started everything when I was 10 years old. Songwriting for me, there's never really a particular way that I approach a song. It can come any different way. Sometimes I start with coming up with a few chords on my guitar, and then I write lyrics. Sometimes I come up with an idea, it just pops in my head, and I'll write down some lyrics, and then I'll build it off from there. And sometimes I work with other songwriters in Nashville, and we bounce ideas off each other, which works really well when you get a couple people working together. I know it's cliche, everybody says this, but truly without the fans, I cannot do this. I mean, I have a family to support, I got to make a living, so If I don't show appreciation to the fans for letting me do this for a living, then there's something wrong, because the fans are the reason that we get to do this. They pay my bills. When they support and buy my merchandise and come to shows and buy my music and tweet and put on their Facebook and social media and tell their friends about us as artists, I mean, you can't pay for that. So you have to show appreciation always.